Hang up the tick, carrot, hang it up, daddy, or you'll be alone in a quick. Hang up the tick, carrot, hang it up, daddy, or you'll never get another fix. I'm telling you it's not a trick, pay attention, don't be sick, or you're liable to get licked.
All right, welcome back to the M25 Show. What the hell? What's wrong?
You know what? I fucked up already, man. God,
You know
I got so
what?
much
You
shit
know-
going. You know what?
It was a different song.
Yeah, because I clicked the wrong fucking intro.
You know what? We better hope that's not copywritten because we're going to be knocked off of Facebook again.
Ah, good lord.
Anyways, while we're here, my name's Albert.
I'm Alyssa.
And I'm fucking Steve. You know what? That really bothered me because everything happened right before the show. I got all kinds of shit going on, and then I can't even. And that throws me off with all this stuff.
You know what? You should have just played with it because I think last show you said we were going to come out with a new intro.
Yeah, you know,
and
that's my fault.
I heard that. I'm looking at it. That's a new song. Okay, whatever.
Well, yeah, there's a new song. There you go.
Nobody would have known, but you just
Rename
yeah,
the files.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
Too much work for Steve.
We have two. I have two intro pictures. I have two intros. I have that one, and then I have the one we usually do, right, with the Queen. And oh, geez, lordy.
Wait, you want to play the Queen song and we'll just start over again?
Hold on a second. Like I say, everything happens all that fucking once. All right, hold on. The guest is calling my phone right now. Hold on.
Talk to him. Let's ask him questions. Let's call him.
You know what? I forgot to put the guest in the green room. That's how this shit's going today.
Oh,
let me put her in the green room. Here we go. Here's the link.
You know what? I'm leaving. Bye.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Let me explain what happened here.
Okay.
Seems like everything happens right before the show, right? And then I'm trying to get ready. I got my show notes. I'm going to read off my phone. I usually put them on a whiteboard so they're real big and stuff. Now I got to read them off my phone because I didn't have time to write them down. Now I can't have Facebook Live running over here in case I want to do any tags because I can't tag on this shit. I can't tag on the on this thing we're doing. What am I saying on this format we're doing? So now I get to read it off my phone. I can't. It's just I don't know. And I just found that it's funny because then I found the clit earlier and I thought, oh, well, I'm doing a good job today. Oh boy, let me see here.
Wow.
So comments, okay. The intro song. So I messed up. I pushed the wrong intro. It's funny is when I do the intro, I got two little thumb tags. What's that? What you call them? Where they show little pictures that you pick from?
Thumbnail.
And they're both Will. It's both a picture of Will on this thing, and I got to get rid of both of those. I'm gonna make it this weekend. I'm making a new one, so I know what pictures are what. Oh God, damn it! It's good to see you too, Alyssa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, good. Alberto, how you doing?
Don't worry about it.
You know where it all started with these Jesus candles. That's something we're going to talk about in a little bit. I don't want to offend any Mexican people, but we had a deep discussion about Jesus candles, and I don't want to offend any Mexicans, but it's just discussion we had. So we'll talk about this in a bit on what I think about them and what Alberto thinks.
God's hating on you right now.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, just for thinking about it, huh? I didn't even do anything yet.
Like my mom used to say, God's punishing you.
Yeah, but I haven't did anything to be punished for.
You know what?
Because I found the woman's G-spot. That's not punishment.
No, because you bad out the candles.
Oh Lord!
For next week, I'm gonna get one of those candles. I'm gonna put it right here. I'll have to remove the flags. I don't want to set a fire.
Well, you know what? We'll get to this. Alberto thinks he needs a Jesus candle to be saved and all this and pray, and that's good. We'll talk about this shit later, okay?
Save for Eddie. He's probably doing that right now.
Now, you know what? I don't. It's all cool. They're nice. I guess nice little candles. I guess. I mean, and I hate to get too deep into it because our guest has just popped in. She's in our green room, and I didn't tell her before. I told her that when she came on, she'd be put in the green room, and I guess I could tell her now while she's in there. Nobody could see you or hear you yet, but I could see you. But once we let you out, then everybody will see you. Did I explain that good? What a morning. See, Alyssa, you started it off. Alyssa started off when remember when I found the solo button and you said, "Oh, it's like finding the clit." This is before the show started. So I'm thinking, hey, I did a good thing today. Excited. Yeah. Then everything just went to hell. I even forgot to send the link to our guest, and I gotta apologize to her when she gets on. And God, Alyssa, don't ever talk about clits before the show starts, please. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
I hate to be I hate to be talking about this, and then we're going to be talking about Jesus candles later. That's not gonna. That doesn't fit. So thank you, Alyssa, for starting the show off just right. But, hey, should I put? You know what I should do? Here we go, everybody. Here, watch this. This is how it all started when Alyssa said, "I found the clit." There we go. There's Alyssa right there in all her glory. There she is.
The Alyssa show.
That's how it all started. We found the solo button, and then she started saying things, get my mind all in the gutter.
The masturbation button.
Oh God, yeah, that was. Might as well just call it that. Okay. Denisha is on. Denisha sent us a picture, 2 pictures, and I put them in a frame. She actually sent us a picture in her M25 Show shirt. She cut it up real sexy and all that good stuff. So we have that frame, and I'm going to put it up on the wall probably this weekend. So I just wanted to say that since she's in here watching. So thank you, Alyssa, for telling me. Okay, we got professional. I don't want to say the name wrong, but you know how we always when a guest name, we don't want to say him wrong, right? So we always say, hey, what do you guys have read the promo post, right, Alyssa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do you say our guest name that's coming on here in a couple of minutes?
I have to look at it so I could.
I thought you said you saw it already.
I know, but I don't remember.
Oh, Lord.
I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Oh, but you can remember when I find the right G-spot, right? You can remember all that stuff. Okay, let's see here.
Let's see.
I want to see your take on it first.
Let me look. I'm looking.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Cassanna.
Okay. That's what I was going to say. Her first name. Can you say her?
Atyim.
Okay,
That's
Alberto.
what I would say.
What do you say? Oh,
I haven't seen that yet.
Light a Jesus candle, Alberto. What are you doing? Oh my God. Okay, well, Alberto,
light a
you
candle,
stay out
the
of it.
name will come to you.
Yeah, light a candle in the name of Jesus, please. Oh Lord. Okay, so Cassanna Atyim. Is that what you said?
That's what I would say. Yeah. I'm probably saying it all wrong.
Atyim.
Atyim.
I don't know. Well, how about if we ask her? Yeah. How about if we just call her Cassanna, and then she could come on and tell us how to say her last name? Because I hate
we're probably saying it all wrong. I know.
Hey, she's a professional contortionist. And I was thinking about this, you know, she's a real cutie, so you'll get to see her when she comes on. And I was thinking, wow, you know, if you're her guy and all that, and like you're in bed and stuff like that, and she starts doing all that shit, I mean, what do you do? Do you like, holy hell? Do you imagine like a woman? First of all, you're. Well, yeah, I guess that too. But I'm just saying, you know, she's able to bend everywhere, and ain't no way I'm bending like that because I try that, the game's over. I'll probably get a cramp and I'll be laid up in bed, and she's gonna have to finish herself. I can't bend like that. There's no way.
She has to push the solo button.
There you go. Yeah, she got to push the solo button, the G-spot button, right? Okay, let's get Cassanna on. She's probably going, oh shit, I don't want to come on the show now. Okay, let's get her on before she takes off. Okay, everybody, this is professional contortionist Cassanna. We're gonna say Atyim. I'm gonna say Atyim. You say Atyim, right? I'll say Atyim. Okay, here she comes. No pun intended. Here she comes right here. Okay, here we go.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm great, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing good. Are you on your phone or your whatever device
Got
you're
my
on? Is there any
AirPods in.
is there any way you could twist the phone sideways so we can get a full screen?
You got
Sometimes
it.
that works, right, Alyssa? There we go.
Yep.
Perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, now we see
Oh, yeah.
everything. Now we see
Great.
you
There
and
we go.
all your. Oh, here we're gonna do this. Watch this, Alyssa. I'm gonna get her.
Okay.
I'm gonna push her solo button now. Watch this. But then I'm gonna put her back so we can all be together. So, Cassandra, you're gonna be the first woman on the show that I push her solo button. Oh wow, how
Ooh.
special! Watch
Wow.
this. Here she comes.
Don't tease me.
There we go. Look at that. First time ever we used the solo button on this show, and it's with. Oh, there we go. Oh, let's see what we got. You gonna show us something special here? Oh Lord.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no way, Alyssa, I could. I couldn't. But it looks fun though. Okay, here we go. Let's get her back here. Yes. So she's the first guest, Alyssa, that we used the solo button on.
Yeah.
So you know what they say: their first time, you never forget.
Right.
So Cassanna is going
Always
to be my
for the
first. Right
first.
there. Yes. Okay, so are we saying your last name right, or your whole name?
Actually, this is a really funny story. So
Okay.
my first name, Alyssa. Is it Alyssa?
Yes.
You nailed it first try, Cassandra.
Oh yay.
Yeah. And then
No.
this guy up here, Cassanna. No. So
What guy? Me?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Hey, it's been worse. People like to put a D and an R in there, and they're like, "Hi, Cassandra," and I'm like, and they'll be
Okay, wait.
looking at my name.
Wait a minute.
Like,
How
those
did I
letters
say?
aren't in there.
How did I say your name?
You said Cassanna, which is better than how most people do it.
What did Alyssa say?
She said Cassanna.
Oh, Cassandra.
She nailed it. She killed it.
Lord.
But yeah, I was like, ooh, totally
boy.
impressed. It's not
All
easy.
right, all right.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
That's
different.
right.
It's like my
But
name.
Yeah.
you know what,
No one
Alyssa?
can say
That's okay. You could take all shots of that, but at least I got to press Cassanna's solo
Solo
button.
button.
Yeah, you
He
did.
did.
How about that?
He did press my button.
But now I know how to say it, Cassanna.
That's right.
Mhm.
Now we
Yeah,
got the
and
first name down. Now let's move to
Yes.
the next one.
Sorry,
Next
the
name.
last name is a long story, but I'll make it short. So
All right.
pretty much my dad growing up had a work phone and then our house phone, like a landline. And then he also had like a normal cell phone. And on every single voicemail, it was, "Hi, you've reached Steve Atyim." Next voicemail. "Hi, you've reached Steve Atyim." Next voicemail. "Hi, you've reached Team Atyim." Like he literally like mispronounces he can't decide how he wants to pronounce the last name. So growing up, we're like, "Dad, how do we say our last name?" And he's like, "I don't know. Just choose one." And we're like, "What?" So we still don't know. And
my
the story
goodness.
is that someone on my dad's end, like generations back, when they first came to America, they just chopped off the end of the last name. So it should be like Atyaminovich or Mininsky or something. But all we have is Atyim. And we're like, there should be more. So we don't know.
Oh, so your name got cut
Atyim.
off.
Totally. It's cut off. So when anyone pronounces it, they can't be wrong because there's probably a weird accent in there. So we're all wrong.
So how do
Right.
you do it? What is your go-to to say your last name? What do you do?
I don't ever. My brothers and sisters, we say our last name like it's just an A. Like I'll even tell everyone like I'm Cassanna A. I never say my last name because I have no idea.
Oh wow.
That is crazy. Holy
It's
mackerel.
so crazy. I know. I told you there's a fun story with my name.
So she got her last name cut in half. That's kind of like Richie Valens. Remember they cut his name?
No.
It was Valenzuela, and then they cut it to Valence.
yeah, so
but,
they don't
I
hear
mean-
the Wela part.
Yeah.
It basically Americanizes the name so that you can't
Right.
tell where they're from. Blah,
Right.
blah.
Like if you're from Russia, you can have like that whole last,
Oh.
Totally.
last
The
name
Minovich or
or
Mininsky or
Mininsky.
something.
Yeah, the ski at the end.
So
Mhm.
what did they think was the other half of your name? What did they say they thought it was? Did you? I know you just said it, but
Yeah, just for example, we're not really sure, but we're guessing it's like Russian. Actually, oh wait, this way. It's hard to find you guys up here.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it
Backwards.
should
It's
be.
backwards.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. She's here.
Oh, see, I can't even do it.
See,
There.
it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, because it's backwards.
Totally. But yeah, I think it's like Minovich or Mininsky. I think it's something like that.
Well,
That's our
well,
guess.
I think you did the right thing then, and just don't say it. How about if we just call you Cassanna?
Perfect. Yeah.
Cassanna A.
Cassanna A.
Cassanna A. Boom.
Cassanna A. Okay, wow.
So,
Wow, what a way to start off an interview. We've never done that before where we were dissecting a guest name. And the guests don't really know how to say she doesn't even say her last name.
right.
Just for those reasons, because she can't tell us who's right and who's pronouncing it right, because she really don't know.
Yep. And I feel so weird saying it because I know it's probably wrong. So I'm like,
Okay. I know your dad said that he didn't know. He just said, hey, say it any way you want. But like your dad's parents or anything, they didn't. Oh, is that what they said to you?
All gone. They are nowhere to be found.
Oh, wow.
My goodness.
Yeah, they're like gone. So.
Oh, like they just jumped. They left, or they're not no longer in the world.
They've passed.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought maybe they just didn't want to tell nobody, so they split. They just went.
Oh no, that would be way more
MIA.
fun of a story.
We're taking our last name with us.
Yeah, we're taking our
last name.
She can have half of it, but that's it.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
She can have half, you guys can have half, but we're taking the other half with us.
I'm like, wait, where are you?
Too funny. Well, that is very interesting, but
Thank you.
you know, I guess when anybody says if I'm saying your last name right, you could say, yeah, you sure are. Right?
Yeah.
Because nobody really knows.
Yeah. Exactly. That's true. So.
Okay, so here we go. Now we're on here, and I want to thank you for coming on. I don't know if you've heard of our show, but a past guest and friend of mine actually told us about you, Amber, and she talked really highly of you. So I tried to get a hold of you, and luckily I did, and you were kind enough to say you'd come on. So thank you. I don't know if you heard of the show in the past and said, nah, I don't want to go on that show because, you know, they might be talking about clits and all that bullshit. You know, we didn't know. You know,
that was earlier.
Yeah, that's earlier. We're done with all that. So, but I do want to thank you. We treat our guests, you know, beautifully, and you know, we don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. Our show is some kind of risque, right, Alyssa? But with our guests, we don't do nothing to them to ambush them or make them feel bad. We treat them with the utmost respect, and the same goes for you. Everybody that comes on our show, we treat great. So
except for
after that, when we talk, we can treat each other the any way we want. So you could treat us any way you want. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we get that a lot sometimes. We have guests like, well, I'm not sure, you know, they're kind of iffy if they've heard something, how we were and stuff. And it's like, if we talk about things when the guests are gone and our show's going on or however it is, it doesn't mean we go when we have a guest on and we go and start attacking them, talking about sex and all that. We don't do that. And
totally.
If there's any kind of like a sexual humor, it's just fun between us, you know?
Yeah. And
then,
honestly, you know how many people have, especially I can't wait to honestly, if that's the topic today, I would love to get into the whole like being a contortionist and trying to date and like hook up with people. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm not normal. Like, I know this is gonna be the best ever for you. Like,
yeah,
you know
I was thinking about that before you came on, that was gonna be a topic we're gonna talk about, and I wasn't gonna ask you because that would be something that, hey, I wouldn't do that to a guest because, you know, we don't want her to talk about something and if she's not, but since you brought it up, that kind of opens the floodgates. So, I mean, people you've dated and stuff like that, did they know beforehand you were a contortionist? And if they didn't, if you made it that far where you were you would, you know, sleep together, did you ever do that like out of the blue to see the reaction they would get? Something like, you know what I'm talking about.
Surprise!
there's a like whoa, and I'm like, what? So there's
like you're laying on your bed, like, wait a minute, I can see a scenario real quick, and then you can go.
Yeah,
I can see like say me and Cassanna, we're gonna finally hook up, right? And I go, because I'm a diva, so I go, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and freshen up, and you go ahead and get on the bed and do whatever you're gonna get ready. So she lays on the bed, and I come out, and she's like on her back, and she has like her ankles behind her head and everything. And I'm like, holy I would be like kind of. I'd be, I don't know. I'd be kind of like, all right. But then at the same time, to see it live would be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So
okay, go ahead.
I have to go about this, and I've had to go about it in a couple different ways to kind of figure out. I've had to experiment because it can either really turn someone on or it can really freak someone out. And so it's really funny because when it just depends on how comfortable and confident I am, because normally, like, it's my go-to. Like, hi, I'm a professional contortionist. Bing. That usually people are like, what? Oh my gosh, I just Googled a contortionist. That's gnarly. And then they're like, whoa, I didn't even know what that was. Most people don't know what a contortionist is. So a lot of I'll say sometimes a professional dancer, but then that sounds like I'm a stripper. So I'll say like I'm a professional acrobat, which is true. There's so many ways. I could not even mention the contortion. So let's go with that scenario. I've dated guys where they don't know that I'm a contortionist, and then we go into like we start, things are starting to get hot or something, and sure, like one of my legs will go up and it'll just keep going, and they're like and they'll be like trying to be suave, whatever they're doing to like turn me on, and they go like this.
They can't find your leg.
Whoa.
Like
or,
it's not stopping.
Or they'll lift up my leg to like like if my leg is up right here, they'll like try to push it back, like, oh, it's sexy, right? But my legs will just keep going, and they'll be like, whoa, oh, okay, well, like they'll be like, I don't know what to do with all this, like, and so that's one way, is kind of just like, I don't even mean to, they'll just kind of notice it on their own, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm flexible everywhere,
So you're kind of saying like, when I'm gonna be sweet as possible when I say this, like like when you're gonna spread a girl's legs or whatever, they push it apart, but it keeps pushing. It doesn't stop. Is that what you're kind of? Oh Lord, you think you would probably broke her legs?
Up at the bed, not her shoulders.
Oh my God. Okay, that is heavy duty.
That's one that always like surprises guys. Even if they do know that I'm a contortionist, most girls, like I would assume, stop at some point, and so it's just kind of funny when that happens. I always get a reaction there. And then
can you stop it? Like say you're you're romantically involved with somebody. Can you like, okay, I can stop this being spread so far. I'll stop it, and then do it.
I like, if I was just really flexible, it would be a mess. Like my legs would just be flopping around. Like I would have no control, but I'm very much in control of, like, I would have to say, like, to the extreme of every little pinch of my body. So I definitely put them where I want them. Half the time they'll go to do something and I can just do it myself, and they're like, whoa, all right.
Wow.
Okay,
so you're ahead of the game there.
I'm like choreographing in my head.
How did you find out? How did you find out that you're able to do this? Are you just natural that it happens and somebody looks and goes, oh my gosh, look at that?
My mom said that when she was changing my diapers when I was a baby, that my legs were just all over the place. And so I was like, oh, my bone structure. And I have noticed from being an instructor, from training lots of girls, and training with so many different body types, holy crap, people are just built a certain way. And then, your range of motion it can always be challenged, and it can always improve. But some people are just born with a natural flexibilities in different joints. So for me, my hips have just always been pretty open. My legs have always just comfortably been able to do whatever without having to even stretch them. And so my mom noticed that when I was really young. And then I was like a national.
Was your mom, did she have the same being limber like that, or just you?
No, that's why she was surprised, because my mom is stiff. She's like really strong and just like tight. Like she is not flexible at all. So she's like, where did you come from? But I'm pretty sure, I know. But
like, whose child are you?
Yeah, like, wait a minute. I think my dad, it has to be my dad's like side of the family, because my dad has really flexible shoulders. Like he can do a bunch of weird stuff like me. So I'm like, I think I got it from my dad.
Oh, wow.
But I
That's
totally
crazy.
have been super flexible since I was little. I literally was in a regular normal gymnastics class when I was 10 years old. And this really gnarly Canadian, she seemed Russian because of the sport that she trains, but she's Canadian. And she came up to me and grabbed my arm and she was like, come to my class on Tuesday. And I was like, okay. So I showed up, and instead of being in this normal gymnastics class where you're like doing cartwheels with your legs all bent and your toes flexed, and the coach is like, great job, honey. You know, it's just like a recreational class. This gnarly lady told me to come to her class. So I went, and every girl has their hair slicked back, buns, black leotard, black shorts. They're not allowed to talk to each other. And I was like, this isn't fun. And then, yeah, it was rhythmic gymnastics, which is with the ribbon. Or if you've seen it in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So
on the floor, and they're doing all the.
Yes, and they're so flexible. And sometimes they have a ball that rolls, or they have a hula hoop, all these different apparatus. And so I became an Olympic candidate within a year.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And I wasn't old enough for the Olympics. So they were like, let's move her to the Olympic Training Center. So I lived in New York Lake Placid Training Center on campus and trained with the national team for 6 months.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool.
And
that's
then
awesome.
had to go, and then to the Colorado Springs Olympic Training Center. I lived there on campus. So I've done a lot of really intense training all before I was like 13.
Wow. That's crazy.
And, yeah, everything from that training is why I'm able to do what I can do now. It's all muscle memory, and I keep up with it. I practice some, I do it every day just for fun, but it's literally, I've been doing the same thing since I was 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't hurt, right? I take it don't hurt, huh? Do you ever do anything where it kind of like hurts a little bit, or?
It totally hurts. But after you do like a gnarly warm up, you're just like ready to go for it. It's just like anything else, like when you first wake up, you're not trying to kill the day, but after you have a coffee, you're trying to kill the day,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a really good, proper warm up. Your body will be, you can just do whatever.
Yeah. I saw you riding this one wheeler skateboard, and, and did you almost crash? I was scared because I saw something go down. I didn't know what happened. I was like, oh, Lord.
It's because of the camera. I didn't even know that the camera was recording after I went over the speed bump. And then I looked up at the camera and it was still going. So I was like, yes. But I definitely like went like this a bunch. So the camera looked scary, but I was fine.
So you were able, is it hard? Alyssa, have you seen those skateboards that have like one fat wheel in the middle on the bottom?
Yes.
And people ride them. Well, Cassanna was riding one, and I saw a little video, and she said, "I'm gonna try to go over a speed bump." Now, did it go over it smoothly, or did you kind of pop in the air a little bit, or?
I'm pretty sure my feet came off the board, and then they came back on. So I was like, "Oh, great! Like that worked out." It was my first time I ever was on one, so I didn't really see. Of course, I'm recording myself trying to be cool. And then before I know it, there's a speed
like everybody
bump.
else, everybody records everything.
Yeah, you're looking at yourself in the camera and forgetting about when the bump's coming and everything.
I mean, the fact that I'm totally, like, what am I thinking, And so I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm doing it. And then I'm like, I don't know how to slow down. Like, it was my first time on it. It's not even mine. I'm just trying it.
I could have pictured like say something would have went wrong when she went over the speed bump, and then the skateboard thing takes off on its own. Cassanna would have been fine. She would have did some flips and shit and some cartwheels and landed right on her
That's
feet.
true.
I'd be more worried about the skateboard. Trying to catch that
It's
thing
so
afterwards.
true.
Oh
No,
my
it's totally
gosh.
true.
Okay.
Every time go ahead.
I'm sorry. Before I forget, we usually ask, do you have like any websites, any social media pages or anything people can go either
I do
see your
have,
work, or do you teach any classes or stuff like that?
yeah, I teach every week, Monday through Friday, and they're all just my own clients. So they have my phone number, and I scheduled to meet up with them in person. There's a couple, I have like 3 or 4 clients that I do via FaceTime because
okay.
they're like in Ohio or they're like really far away, so I can't spot them with my hands. But yeah, I
Okay.
teach quite a few different things. Right now, I have my own business, and I'm teaching kids yoga for all the kids that are not in school right now. So it's like their PE.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, I really think it's rather than sitting there and doing stretches, we get pretty involved with the ideas and how things work in their body. And so it's a huge like anatomy lesson. They get to learn a little bit about nutrition, like how we respond off of food and everything. My favorite one is to teach the kids about our joints. So I'll tell them we have 2 different joints. Our elbows are joints that just go up and down. So those are just called a hinge, kind of like what you use to open a door, like the hinges. And then we also have the socket ball, and that's a ball like your shoulder or your hip or your thumb. And so those are only 2 joints you have. So right here are little hinges, right? Right here is our hinge. So I bring the kids over to the door, and I have them open up cabinets and watch the little hinge. And then I tell them to point, where are your hinges? And then we go over to like someone's arm and we circle their arm. We're like, a hinge couldn't do this. And so it's just like really fun to do like physical work to learn something in your mind. I don't know. I love teaching it. So I teach kids yoga, gymnastics, baton twirling, rhythmic gymnastics, and contortion.
Very cool. Well, okay. Well, are you in the San Diego area? Am I getting close here, or
Yeah,
where are
I'm
you?
actually.
Where are you?
I'm
So
born
people
in.
can.
Where am I?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'm
I
like
see you.
really,
I see you. I see you. Don't
I'm
worry.
extra.
Okay, go ahead. Wait a minute. Hold
I
on. Hold on 1 second. I want to do this one more time. I just wanted to do it again. Now I feel better. Okay, go ahead.
You just wanted to press my button, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Okay, tell everybody where you're from, where you are now, how they can contact you to maybe they're interested in signing up for your class or get information straight from you and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll let you take over.
Thank you. I was born and raised in Oceanside, and so I'm actually still here in Oceanside. Still here, never left. Just kidding. No, I am born and raised in Oceanside, but of course I homeschooled growing up because I was such a serious gymnast. And all the schools, if I was in school, my mom would have to take me out for competitions, la-di-da. So they would say, hey, she can't even come here anymore. She's not in school enough. So my mom was like, that's it. I'll homeschool her myself. She's going to make it to the Olympics. My mom was the best supporter ever. So I homeschooled, which gave me the chance to travel all of the United States, train everywhere with the best coaches, the best teams, and experience all of what America could offer. And I was, really lucky to have that opportunity. If I was in school, I wouldn't have gotten where I am. So I'm really lucky to have homeschooled to do that. And so, it kind of sounds like I've been here forever, but I've done a lot in between. So back in Oceanside here, and I do teach either via Zoom or I don't mind handing out my phone number once I've chatted a little bit with someone if they're ever interested in taking classes. But I love doing just one-on-ones because the progress, you can just instantaneously see it and you can feel it too. So weekly classes, you can hit me up on Instagram. That's honestly my go-to right now. I do have a Facebook page It's just not very updated. I need to update it. I'm kind of lazy. I'm bad at that. I wish I had like a boyfriend who's like a nerd. And a nerd.
Yeah,
a nerd as
take
in,
care
like,
of all that
someone
stuff.
who just, like I don't get me wrong. It's not nerd in a negative way, like good nerd. Like I need someone to help me with these, with my
tech savvy nerd.
Thank you. Perfect. That is exactly what I was looking for.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me go get my my clear glasses on. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm
Okay,
really
nerd.
I'm really a nerd. I just wear these to look cool. That's all. Let me see.
What do you know? That was.
I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna set all your stuff up, and that's easy stuff. I laugh at stuff like that, and I know how to push the button. Not only am I a tech savvy nerd, I know how to push the button too. Oh,
I'm dying. I'm just dying.
Okay. So everybody go to her Instagram page, because that's where she's mostly active and does her business. And you can message on Instagram, and you can actually message her and ask her questions about what she offers and different types of classes she teaches, and get a chat going with her and ask her and see how comfortable y'all get. And
also,
go ahead, Cassanna.
I'm almost stuck in a quarantine brain right now because I forgot that I perform for a living as well. Guys, I'm a contortionist. I do private parties. Like, if it's your grandpa's barbecue, I can put something on that has to do with the theme. It doesn't have to be like a club, sexy, hot, cool, hip thing. Like, I can do circus. I can do anything dainty, pretty. I can do all these amazing things, but it doesn't have to be like a sexual thing. I love, doing a hair whip and doing like more of a sexy suave contortion bar top thing. I mean, I've done it all, but I'm also like totally gung ho, love doing corporate events and family, like just just private parties. 50th anniversary. I did one last week. Later on today, I'm going to perform for a 60th birthday. So
you're an entertainer. You don't just do like, I know what you're saying. You do different things, and it's not just for one. Like you said, just don't go out and do sexy dances and stuff. You could you do all kinds of. I've seen you throwing a baton around with fire. Was I seen right?
Yeah. That's
I've seen her, Alyssa. I've been checking up on her, watching things she does. So just in case, in case you never know how things will end up,
In case she likes the way you push her button.
That's right. That's why I started off with a bang. Alyssa, you got to start off with a bang.
We have Barry, who is my #1 fan, my first fan. He says hi, so I want to say hi to him. And then he also says that he follows you on Instagram, and he's from New Zealand.
Oh my gosh, how cool.
Yeah. So he says that he follows you on Instagram. His name is Barry McDonald.
Barry McDonald, thank you so much for following me. That's so cool. Wow. Way to make my day.
Those New Zealanders, man.
Yeah.
You actually after the show's over, Cassanna, on Facebook anyway, you can go back and look, and you can actually comment the comments that go through, or you can talk on there even though the show's over. And if you want to chat with the people on there, if they keep commenting and stuff like that, and
to connect with everyone. Awesome.
Yeah, hopefully they go to your Instagram, because I know where you're more comfortable and where you do your most work, it's easier instead of going to another platform where I'm there, but I don't really hang out there too often. So hopefully everybody goes to your Instagram and checks you out better there.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Yes, you know what? I think she was Alyssa. I can see her like, okay, as a man, okay, you date somebody like Cassanna. She's so. I was watching like her little videos, and like before a guest comes on, I like to check them out and see what they do and how they are. She's a very happy person. It's like she's like, to be around her, it would seem like, oh, she's always so happy and always in a good mood and stuff. And it's it's very attractive to see somebody like that, is because they're just always happy. And that's a good thing, I know people have bad days and stuff, it's, you gotta be happy, because if you're not, just makes yourself not feel too good,
Right.
And I noticed that about you, that you're just very happy, and that's a good thing. It's a very attractive trait to just show that you're a happy person, and you just, you're happy in life, and you're happy with yourself, and that's a good thing.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
You guys have been so cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you came
I
on,
do this again.
Yeah, anytime.
And have like a specific, we should totally do it again. Just have like a specific topic on whatever you guys want to talk about, because I think you guys are so funny.
Now that we know you, we can, next time you come on, we'll, like I said, if we get that from somebody where, okay, they're a little more open, then we know, like, if they come on in the future, then we know how, how we can, have fun with it, without just throwing them under the bus, and like, they're going, oh, whoa, hold on a second, I didn't sign up for this.
Right. You've tested me out.
But our stuff is not really that bad, right? Listen, I mean, we talk about it, but when people hear it right off the bat, they go, oh, what is that? And they take off instead of listening to it. And we try to make it funny, and in a way where it's, hey, everybody thinks about that stuff, or whatever it is we're talking about. It's just, it's not bad. It's just because somebody's talking about it, that makes somebody bad, but you're thinking about it in your head. Okay.
Right.
So I think people got us wrong, and you get to come on and see how it really is. And I'm glad you came on, because you're awesome. And before you go, I'm going to push your button one more time. Maybe you could do something again, another contortion thing. So hold on. Hold on. Look at Alyssa. She's already ready to perform. I haven't even pushed the button yet. Here we go. Let me push the button first. Okay, here we go. There we go. There she is. Here's Cassanna, professional contortionist.
All right, here's kind of a fun trick. We'll see if I'm not going to kick anything.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, whoa, jeez. Okay, I don't know. That was pretty cool, whatever that was. Now, see, that would be something that would pull me in right there, and that would be something where I would get married, Alyssa. That's marriage material.
Marriage material, wife material.
Oh, lordy.
I'm trying to.
If I did that, Alyssa, I'd be in the hospital with ripped tendons in my thighs and everything. Oh, goodness. That is very flexible. Very awesome. Very awesome. Very cool. Everybody go message Cassanna on Instagram, and to find out how you can find out about her classes. She teaches everything that, probably whatever you can mention, right? You teach in a lot of different things, and if you have a question, if she teaches in this or that, then ask her, and she'll let you know. And it's very cool, and I enjoy watching your Instagram. It's very cool. I get happy to watch you because you're so happy, and I'm like, oh, this is somebody you want to hang out with, because it'll make you happy too.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much, just for being like so supportive and so sweet and cool and interesting to talk to. I feel like I learned so much just from this short podcast. Thank you so much for having me on here.
Oh, you're welcome.
She's just saying that because I pushed her button right. That's fine. Don't be trying to make me blush over here.
Oh, Barry says that your videos are amazing. Yes. Richard just says, damn.
Oh, goodness.
That is awesome.
Be sure to tell Amber that we said thank you. I talked to Amber, but I want you to tell her thank you for making me reach out to you, or telling me about you. And because it was awesome to have you. You're a great person. And she mentioned you and said, hey, you know what? This girl, you actually help her in her bathing suit thing too, her swimwear, Cindy's swimwear. And that's cool too. And
thank you.
And she hit it right on the nail. She hit it right on the nail. I'm glad that we met you, because you're an awesome person. And thank you again for coming on. And next time you come on, we're going to have a good show lined up. We always have a good show, but now
how do they say it? It's on like Donkey Kong?
It's on like Donkey Kong.
I like that. I got that right. Get it, girl.
That's right. So Instagram. Oh, tell everybody what name you're on. Is it the same your name or is it different like underscores or anything? We almost forgot to tell
on
everybody.
Instagram.
How do they find you?
Lest I forget, guys. So it is Cassanna. It's at CASSANNA, which is my first name, underscore, and then WAY. And that's just from the street sign that I was named after. So it's not like, hey, this is the way of Cassanna. It's just a street sign.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'll also do is after the show, because I probably can't do it right now. I'll copy the link from Instagram and I'll post it in this comment box in the stream. That way, maybe it'll help people find it easier. And and I hope people go check you out because you're doing things I've seen on TV. That's stuff I see like on America's Got Talent and stuff. No, not that, Alyssa.
Right.
Not that kind of stuff. But like America's Got I know what Alyssa's thinking. She's thinking I watch Pornhub or something. No. Come on. Get your head out of the gutter.
Who does
I'm talking
that?
like Americans Got Talent or something like that where people do stuff like that. And it's very cool.
Yeah.
And like Cassanna said, she doesn't do one thing. She does a variety of different things. So if you're curious, if she does what you're looking for, find her on Instagram, message her and ask her, and she'll tell you straight up if she does or she doesn't.
Maybe you can even sign up for one of her classes.
Yeah, sign up for a class, and because she says she does Zoom
She's a teacher,
too, right?
a performer, and an entertainer.
Very cool. Right. And you're open for video like video training or whatever. You're open to that and stuff.
Yeah, I can do Zoom or just over the phone or over WhatsApp.
That's pretty cool. Man, see, that's so what do you call it? Convenient. I think when you do stuff like this, it's so convenient that do it, if you're thinking about, getting like you do yoga too, people, that's a good thing for people, right? To
educational, it's not just a plus like extra activity. It's not like, oh, I want to do dance today. It's like, hey, you have to have that. You have to learn. Right.
So, I think you'd be a really great teacher to have to learn things from. And I can see her teaching. I could be in her classroom, Alyssa, and I'd just be happy because she's so smiling. Okay, we got to do this. And all right, let's do it. Shit, fuck, with a smile like that and all happy. Let's do it. Damn.
I can see you just in the corner just watching everybody else doing it.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'd go sit and just watch. Yeah. I'd be in the back so I can get the back view from everybody.
He's just sitting there like this.
It looked like I'm on my phone.
Doesn't know where to look.
Making sure get some snapshots, just so I know for later how to do it. Okay, Cassanna.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Before she goes, let me see. Barry says one more thing. He says that you're an awesome entertainer, and he's not stretching the truth.
Oh,
look at this.
Goodness.
Throwing some.
Well done. That was really good.
That was good,
I'm
Barry.
gonna have to find him because he's good. He could come up with some of my captions for my pictures.
There you go. Your tagline. There you go.
I'll tell you what, Barry
Barry
from New Zealand. Why don't you go on Instagram and send Cassanna a little message and tell her that you're a fan of hers now, and
please,
just to say hi. Nothing wrong with a fan.
So I can find you. I don't know. I don't keep track of. I don't really keep track of everyone finding me. I just keep posting. So
Barry.
I'm like, reach out to me, Barry, and I would love to say hi, Kiwi.
Hey, Barry, maybe she'll follow you back, right? You never know. Maybe she'll follow you back. Boy.
That's right.
Yes. Look at Alyssa, are you okay with that? That Alyssa, that's Alyssa's fan right there.
I know.
Barry loves her.
Oh my gosh, does he? Oh.
Yeah, he asked for a picture from her, signed picture, and she mailed it from here all to New Zealand just for Barry.
That is really cool.
Oh, hey, Alyssa, I don't want to start no fights here. What if Barry?
I need a picture of Alyssa.
What if he's no longer my fan anymore?
Well, I mean, he can have two fans. I could see both of you, man. Yeah. That would be nice to have two girls like you. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hey, that reminds me now. Thank you, Alyssa. You reminded me. Cassanna, you're gonna have to send us an 8x10 signed photo so we can hang on the studio wall with all our other guests that we've had on. And it would be a pleasure to have you on the wall, and deserve to be there. And yes, Barry's a kind person, and he really likes Alyssa. So I think that's I hate to use this word, it's kind of cute. Some fuck. I hate saying that. But God damn it,
You
Barry.
said it. You
But
guys
he's
are awesome.
he's a really cool guy, and enjoy the rest of your day. And if you ever want to come on, just message. You have hey Alyssa, she gave me her number too.
Yeah.
How about that?
Oh wow!
See? And that's right away. I sent mine back to her because I felt so comfortable. So just see what happens, Alyssa,
moves.
when you push the
Making
buttons,
moves.
right?
Wow. When you push the right button. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much. If you ever want to come on in the future and you say, hey, you know what, I got a new page just for my business or whatever, or I need to get it out there, or website, whatever, we'll come on and we'll blast it all over the place, and then you can come on and talk about it and whatever you want. If you just want to come on to have some fun and maybe you can join the show for a while for some of the topics that we have, that would be kind of cool too.
Mm-hmm.
And we could also do that, but just give us a heads up for that. That way we know, hey, we'll have you on as helping, you can be on during the show with our topics and everything, not just as a guest.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to do, you've already got me. Once I saw that leg, when she did that last thing, Alyssa, how I'm in.
Like all over the place.
I'm in. So she's
no warm up. Sorry.
I'm her. So whatever she wants, you just message and you get whatever you want. How's that? Alyssa's got Barry. I got Cassanna. We're all happy now.
I'm set.
All right. So everybody, this is Cassanna. We're just going to leave it at that. We're not even going to say her last name. We're going to post her Instagram, the link on this on the stream comment box once the show's over, and everybody please go follow her and feel free to message her and ask about her businesses that she teaches and all that good stuff. And again, thank you. Alyssa, before we leave, you want to ask her anything that maybe you want to ask for yourself? Or?
No, I mean, I'm sorry. I was reading Barry's thing.
Barry's still going, huh? Man, look at Barry. He's really working hard here.
He's probably stoked because she's on the screen at the same time as me, and it's got to be like a double whammy.
Oh my gosh, yes. What does he say?
He says the caliber of the guests get better and better.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Look
True
at Barry's
fan.
been. You know what? I get you know where Barry's getting it all?
Huh.
I don't need to boast or nothing, but he watches our show a lot, so he must watch me a lot.
Yeah.
Barry, you're watching the right show.
He's secretly your fan.
Yeah. Well, no, not like that, but he's using all my techniques.
Right,
guys.
He's
he watches me too.
on your smoothness.
Hey, that's hey. Now I feel okay now. Barry, go for it, Barry. You're doing the right things.
Barry's like the highlight of our show today.
Yeah, Barry, where'd you come from? We're gonna have to have Barry on. Maybe next time. Hey, I got it. Next time you come on, we'll have Barry on. We'll have it'll be Barry, Cassanna, of course, us. Alberto's here, but he takes a break sometimes. We also have another co-host named Eddie, and he's out today.
Eddie,
but we'll have the whole.
You know why Barry's stepping up for Eddie.
Oh yeah, there you go. Eddie's out today.
Yeah.
So we'll just make it a contortionist party next time that she comes on. All right. Good. We'll have a good time. We'll have some fun, and it'll be we'll have a good time together. So thank you again for coming on, and tell spread the word about our show, and that we're not all that bad. We're pretty cool people, and check us out, and we'll spread the word about you too.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I will. If you're comfortable, I'd love to share a screenshot from here so that I can tag you guys and say, hey, go follow. Are you guys ready?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Alyssa, wait. Okay, ready. What do you want us to do?
What do you want us to do?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. Something fun.
Okay, let's see.
Something goofy. You guys can try to stretch. Put your leg up. I don't know.
Oh, how about?
I don't know if I can. I used to be able to.
Hey, holy cow! Do that again, Alyssa. I'll do this.
I have no shoes on.
Oh my god! Look at this. Wait, hold on.
Wait, Alyssa, it's too good. You have to have it up. I'll just do this. Let's both do it.
Okay, hold on. I'll do this. I'll rub the button.
Wait, I can't get my foot in the camera.
Ready?
I got it. Yes. Okay, cool. I'll send it to you guys. They'll know that you guys are super fun after that. Like, come on, people are.
Hey, if they ask what I'm doing, that's me pushing your button.
Okay. I'll be like, he's pushing the button.
I guess I could have went like that, huh? I don't know. All right. Well, thank you. And yeah, feel free to tag us. And after the show, we're going to post all your stuff up again and give it one more promo post for y'all. Okay, cool?
Thanks so much. I'll share you guys back. Talk soon.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
one. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. That was professional couture. Let's see if she knows how to get out here. Let's see if she knows how to. That's one thing.
There you go.
All right. Damn, Melissa, I didn't know you know how to do that.
I'm flexible.
That was pretty flexible. That was pretty close as what she was doing. Shit, you could have a little bit further back. It would have given her a run for her money.
If I stretched, although I'm sore from yesterday's hike, my quads are kind of sore and my calves are sore. So
I bet old Barry's busy right now. Oh goodness. Oh, look at Richard. Richard, you're watching. Why didn't you come on the show? I sent him the link. Why didn't you come on the show? Oh my God. I don't understand people sometimes. Welcome them to come on and have some fun. Is he? I guess we could have talked about Bigfoot or something.
He didn't have his makeup on.
Okay. So should we go to the Jesus candles or what else do we got? Or got a man who would have a love child with a mistress or somebody else other than his wife, being able to keep that a secret forever.
Wow.
Women trying to make masks sexy, or about people say sex topics and sex talk is risque, but sex sells. People like to hear about it. But people make a big deal out of it right away when they hear it, and kind of like throw people like us, that's trash and that's no good. There's a few topics, so I'm going to let you pick first to listen to what you want to hear, because I know what Alberto wants already.
I don't want anything.
I know you want. He put this shit on when we had the guests, because it was a long interview, so he put us on mute. And he drove down to the local grocery store, bought some Jesus candles, and he came back. Yeah,
they're behind me.
Get them at the Dollar Tree.
I should have got one today and lit it up just for him today.
Yeah, that thing won't burn in the studio. It's full of sin.
Oh,
the flame will go out.
The flame will go out. Keep lighting. I think it's a trick candle.
The flame actually engulfed the whole room.
Oh, just blow up. It's big old flame ball. I think it would probably be like one of those joke candles. You keep lighting it and it starts and then it goes off and you got to keep lighting it. Okay, listen. What do you want?
Okay, I'm interested to know why or what with these Jesus candles. Are you against them, or did you have a problem? Do you have a problem with them?
Okay, here's the deal.
I want the story.
Okay, I don't want to offend because according to Alberto, it's a Mexican thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I got from him. If I'm wrong, he'll correct me. But that's what
I said Mexican thing. It's more of a Catholic thing.
Right.
Mexican Catholics are very into those kind of candles.
Okay, a Mexican Catholic, right?
Right.
Can it be a white Catholic or a Chinese Catholic? Is it more Hispanic?
I know what I grew up in,
so Hispanic, mostly Hispanic that you know of, right? Okay, I agree too. Because usually, what do you say when you're in the store? What do you say? Hey, we're the Mexican candles. Why do you say that? Or usually you'd say, hey, what are they really called?
Religious candles.
Religious candles. Yeah, religious candles, right?
Yeah. But
if you notice, when people will come in and they'll say, hey, we're the Jesus candles. I mean, I know what that means because, usually Jesus is on it or
the
Virgin Mary and, stuff like that. Well, anyway, we had a discussion earlier and about the candles. And I'm like, do you really, do you have to really light a candle to pray to Jesus? That's one of those religious candles, I guess you call them. Jesus candles. That's what I call them. Mm-hmm. And Berto said, yeah, you have to, or you go to hell. And I was like, go to hell? Talking about go to hell.
That's kind of a
exaggerating?
Hey, you
don't think that was an exact quote.
Well, hold on. It's not your turn on the bench yet. Hold on. This is court. This is court here. Okay,
so
so then
on this
Fuck your
side
kangaroo
and went
court.
on this side.
so then he's all, yeah, you gotta have it. And I go, well, what if you don't have any money?
It's the defendant's turn first.
Yes, he gotta wait. Judge is telling you to be quiet. Yes, and he's saying, well, and I go, what if they got money for it, but they want to pray anyway, is that okay? He's all, no. He's all, if you got money for food, don't eat and buy the candle. Jesus
it's $1.
Is more important.
The candle's like $1.
So then I said, well, if it's a homeless person that loves Jesus and everything, and they don't, they're always asking for money to eat and stuff. And I guess just say it's a bad day and they don't get no money to eat, and they can't buy a candle.
Drugs. Shut up.
Okay, hold on,
Their
Jesus.
alcohol.
Okay, but not a homeless. Just say
Judge
somebody.
on my side.
Just say they don't have enough money to buy $1 candle. Not everybody, does that. I don't know. Just say. And he's just saying that. Well, they're going to hell. So he's thinking, well, okay, if you got $1, you make $1 or whatever, and you haven't eaten for 6 days, fucking buy a Jesus candle. Okay, I get it. You want to go to heaven. I got it. But what if you're hungry? You want a fucking, cheese and cracker little thing, how much is that? 75 cents? You got to eat.
You're hungry because you don't want to go to heaven just yet.
Yeah, there you go. You're hungry, but you don't want to go to heaven just yet. You want to eat. People got to eat to live. So Alberto thinks you have to have the candles or you'll go to hell. I think that's what did you not tell me that earlier?
Hey, just because I know something or know what other cultures believe doesn't mean I agree with them.
Oh, so but you made it a point to tell me over and over, and I was like, dude, what happened if they just go straight to hell? Oh, okay. Well, what do you think? Do you think it's okay to pray without the candle?
Yes.
Okay, so you're just busting my chops.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, look at this guy. He flips it when he gets in court. Look at this guy. Yeah.
You're under oath.
You know what?
You're under oath. Oath.
Under oath.
you're under oath here.
Listen, the thing is, you need to know about Steve. He's the same. I mean, what happens here on the show is not just for the show. Like when I make a joke about Eddie and he thinks it's absolutely true. You tell Steve anything, even joking, and he believes it.
Well, what do you mean? Well, because you had a serious face on your mug. What do you want me to do? If he was laughing about it, going, "Yeah, you're gonna go to hell," and I'd be like,
and naive.
I would start laughing with him. But if he looks me square in the eyes and goes, "Well, you'll go to hell." So I look at him for a second to see if he laughs. He doesn't laugh. So I go, "Oh man, maybe that's." He says you're Catholic, right, Alberto? That's how you grew up with the candles. So I believed him.
That's how I grew up.
So you figure if he tells you that, you look at it for a minute to wait for that laugh, so then you can laugh with them, and they don't laugh, so you figure, oh, it must be true.
So, and I always grew up with the candles being lit for someone that has passed away, and you keep the candle burning with their picture there, and then as you're praying the rosary every night for them, that you light the candle, and that's what, like right now, that's what we're currently doing for my father-in-law. We're still praying the rosary. Normally after the funeral, when they're interned in the ground, you pray the rosary for 9 nights. It's called a novena, and you pray it for 9 nights. But my mother-in-law wants to do it for 40 nights, so we're doing it for 40 nights.
Gotcha.
The group has gotten smaller after the 9 days or after the 9 nights, but every time before we pray, she lights the candle.
Okay, that's I like your story and believe your story more than Alberto's. He didn't really even. He just straight up right to hell. Straight to hell. I was like, damn. What about this? What about that?
He wanted to scare you.
Going to hell.
To scare you.
Well, you think I was gonna run? You think I'm gonna run and go buy a candle?
Maybe he has stock in the candles.
Oh, jeez.
Listen, let me just explain how this started, okay? We were at the fortress. He was ordering stuff. And I go, hey, go order the Mexican candles. The shelf's almost empty.
Oh, God. Might as well.
And all of a sudden, now I have to answer like 10 questions about the candles.
Oh, jeez. Here we go again.
Like, why do I need the candles?
No, I did not say that. What did I say?
Why are they informed? Blah, blah, blah. It's happened many times with Steve. You know,
you're full of it, man. What did I say?
Yeah,
I go.
sure.
I did not say that. I said I always forget about it. I always forget about him. That's what I said at first, and then I said before he left, I go, hey, I got a question about these Jesus candles. Because they're always blowing off the shelf. So then I asked him, and he's like, yeah, the Mexicans or the Hispanic use them because, and I go, why? I go, for praying, they need to light them to pray. And I go, what happens if they pray without it?
There you go.
Well, they go to hell.
There you go. And question after question, to the point that I go, you know what?
Because he came around to make sure that I made sure to get candles for the shelf.
You know, and listen,
Just leave it empty.
And listen, you've had children. I never had children. You remember when they were young and they just ask you question, and you finally got to give that answer that you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because I said so. Because I'm the mom. That's why.
Okay, Alyssa, listen to me.
That's what it is to be with Steve.
Alyssa
to work with Steve, to podcast with Steve. You know, listen, you're kind of new to the game.
She doesn't know what we do.
You're gonna.
Roberto, she doesn't know what we do.
Oh,
she's over there figuring out. Well, they must do something together.
Candles.
Yeah, she's probably gonna figure it out. But when we all get together off the air, you're gonna find out what we all do. You know, and all this stuff, and because Alberto's talking like she knows already.
She'll come into the fortress one day and see us fist fighting.
It's just, I think,
with your boy Roundy.
It just doesn't. It's no big deal. I mean, if you want to pray, people, don't get scared from Alberto. Well, you won't go to hell.
The thing is, you know why? Okay, this is why I believe that the candles fly off the shelf.
Okay.
Most Hispanic, Mexican, Latino, whatever you want to call it this week, people have.
Wait a minute. This week? What do you mean? You call them different names every week?
They always change what we are. They always change
every
what
month.
We are. We're either Chicano, we're Latinos, we're Hispanics, we're Mexicans, we're, whatever we are.
Okay.
If you go into like an elderly, like say, and some younger, but mostly elderly Hispanic family houses, they have a memorial table. They have a memorial corner. They have a memorial section in their house. And that's where they light the candles for all the people that have passed. Me, in my house, I have a memorial wall. I have pictures just in the corner of my room, and it's pictures of everybody, but I don't have a candle. But I do have pictures of everybody that, most everybody in my family that has passed, friends, family.
Okay, so
I have pictures hanging.
Okay, so now I'm putting it together, Alberto, when he says you use it to pray. So you're praying when somebody passes. Is that what it's for when they pass, or can you use it just to pray, period?
Most of the time.
Well, like whenever you see a car accident with this fatality, what do? They set a bunch of them on the sidewalk, they light them for the victim. There is some kind of a prayer / connection to,
but
kind of like, I always say lighting the way to the gate.
Okay, but I've seen them light the candles without the pictures on them. You know how they sell the white ones and
They're
Go ahead.
They're just, I don't know the meaning. I don't know.
I don't know the meaning of this. It's just maybe they couldn't find a Jesus candle. I don't know.
No, they're. I mean, if you go more to like a Hispanic market, like El Super or Northgate. In the religious candles, they'll have the ones with the prints on them, Jesus and Mary. But then next to them, they'll have tall red ones. They're like the tall ones. You know how they make them? They have red, yellow, white,
all the
blue.
colors of the rainbow. I don't know. I guess you get one of the favorite color of the person who passed or something.
Yeah. Or sometimes, like I've gone to a funeral. I went to a funeral. My cousin had passed away over in Whittier, actually, at the park, Parnell Park. She passed away. And when I went to her funeral, that's what they were giving us, candles with her picture on it.
Wait a minute.
So I mean, that's what the blank.
Was this like a couple years, a year ago or something?
Yeah, it was like last year.
I think you heard about that, right, Alberto? The lady that passed away over there. Yeah, I remember they had I saw the candle
involved with the homeless people, right?
Right. Right.
That's right. Yeah, I remember driving by there because we're I'm around. I was close by there, so I drove by and I saw the little place where they put all the candles and stuff like that.
So at her funeral, they bought the white ones and they hodgepodged her or decoupaged her picture on it. So of course, when I got it, I lit the candle until it burned out. At my house.
I mean, like I'm not against them. I just, the way Alberto attacked me, I was just I had to I had to defend myself. I had to defend.
I just wanted you to shut up and get back to work. That's all I want.
All you had to do is leave me alone.
Order the damn candles.
Shit,
That's
I
all he
know.
wanted.
I'm gonna make a sticker with Alberto. Order the damn candles.
All I did is don't forget to order those candles, and all of a sudden, I gotta be discussing
Very
3,000 years of Catholicism with Steve.
Very cruel. You know that meme on Facebook they always put where the Chinese guy, I think that comedian Ken, he's sitting in the school chair and he's just pointing, and people put their own memes on there. I think he's that comedian, that Chinese comedian doctor. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy from Hangover.
Now,
Hangover.
do you know what TV show that's from?
His own TV show, right? Oh no,
Is it his TV show?
No, it's a movie, probably, right?
No, it's a TV show.
I don't. His own?
Okay.
I don't know. What is it from?
Community. He was a Spanish professor, and I can tell you, and the whole meme. It's
He's a Spanish professor.
He's a Spanish professor. I got some of the, I was going to say I got some of the seasons on DVD. I can let you borrow them, but I still haven't seen my DVD of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles yet. I let you borrow that like 5 years ago.
Oh God, I don't know where that's
so
at.
I don't trust you. If you have Netflix,
your library card has been revoked.
If you have Netflix, watch it on Netflix. It's a funny show, especially the first 2-3 seasons. They're really funny.
I don't watch.
I recommend.
That's with Steve Carell.
No, that's The Office.
Oh, that's The Office. Okay, no, I don't have time to watch that shit. So anybody that wants to watch Community to see the meme,
I'm sorry, Steve's very busy.
Yeah,
I am
very important.
He's a very important person. Well, he has to do a new intro for the show.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
And I want to watch ladies put their legs up in the air by their thighs or by their head.
Good for you.
I like that stuff. That's pretty cool. I didn't know. I mean, it looks kind of crazy, but it's attractive. I'd rather watch that than Community. I'm sure Community's fun, but Alberto's into different things, So now we know what to get Alberto for his birthday. It's Jesus candles. Protect him, so he feels safe.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Too much. Well, see, listen, you had to pick that first, didn't you? You had to right after you put your right after you put your leg over your back of your head. You want to talk about Jesus?
And then I had to talk about Jesus.
Okay.
He always blames other people for his things.
Oh, here we
He's
go.
turning into Eddie.
You know what he did? Eddie. You know what Alberto did? He bothered me early this morning about those candles. He could have just kept his mouth shut and let him ride. Hey, there were 6 left. That's enough. 6 candles should be enough for the day.
Until a supervisor shows up and sees that. And then
now we got to get personal.
They grab a gun, and then all of a sudden we got 2 trucks showing up.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, here we go. Okay. This is for the men mostly. If you have, say you're married, or maybe you have a girlfriend, it'd probably be more likely if you're married. I can't put this on the women because if a woman gets pregnant from somebody else, either you're going to have a baby. You're going to know that's either your husband's, your boyfriend's. Pretty much. That's it. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to think, like Alyssa, if you're with somebody, right, and you get pregnant,
right,
the person you're with is, oh, we're pregnant, right? First thing you don't think is, whose is it? You don't think that, right? But so I can't really put the girls in that situation. So it's more of a man thing. A guy has a relationship with a woman. They're either married or they're in a long-term relationship. And for some reason, say the guy has a one-night stand with somebody, or maybe even a mistress or what have you, and they end up having a baby with that person, right? And the girl that gets pregnant is cool with not ever saying nothing, as long as the guy, helps, gives money every week or what have you. And as long as that happens, she's cool without ever saying anything and going about business, letting the guy be happy at home with his wife, doing, whatever was going on. She's not going to mess anything up as long, she just wants hey, just give me some money every week to help pay for necessities for the kid, right?
Right.
How long do you think a guy can do that? And not just the money thing, but are there guys out there that can do that for their whole life?
Yeah.
Really? And not really be
Yeah.
guilt, not really ever have that such guilt just like for years and years. It's like something that you, I mean, I don't even know if you would tell them if it would get rid of the guilt, but just you think that would just kill somebody to have that, because that's a big thing, you know. You say even if you're married and you're married for a long time and you're like, oh my God, they find out, that's gonna crumble the family, and you know, it's a big, that's a big guilt on the shoulders of somebody if that happens, you know.
Right. And then, well, my thing is like how, unless they've got a lot of money and the man is the one that is the finance person in the marriage.
Yes.
I mean, the wife's going to find out, like, where's this money going? How come what are you spending money on?
What if
I'm not
is
seeing anything? And when is he going to see his kid?
Oh, you mean the love child?
Yeah. When are you going to see this
on Fridays? On Fridays, when she
in
comes
the morning?
to the work. Well,
In the
she
morning,
comes
like
to.
Eddie?
Maybe he
Well,
doesn't. He just doesn't see it. You know?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
like the check.
Here's an example. I used to know somebody I used to work with in the past that he was in this situation. He was married, he had kids, but he had a girlfriend on the side that had a baby from him, and she would show up to work every Friday when it was payday to let the kids see dad at work, and the dad would, I don't know, give him some money for the week, every week, just like that. And I remember it telling me, and I remember he'd go and he'd be all happy when he saw the girlfriend and the kid, and they'd be laughing, and I guess that was their time, I guess. But
right.
I mean, I don't know whatever happened of it. This was a long time ago, but I saw it firsthand. How
Steve, we all know you're talking about Eddie. Okay, you don't have to
no
protect names.
No, but seriously, I mean, people do that. I mean, and I guess if we could go the girl's way and have the girl can get pregnant by somebody else and make the husband believe it's his, I guess we can go that way. How long could you keep that up? I mean, but you would, the guy, you would have to hope would say the boyfriend or the mistress boyfriend. What do you call a boyfriend that's a mistress? I don't know. Is there a name for that? Sancho or whatever.
Yeah.
He would be, okay, I don't want to mess your life up. Maybe you can let me see the kid once a week. You may go to the park or something, and I will never say anything because you're scared to death to tell your husband because, it's something bad that happened and you don't want to mess that life up because you really love it. Maybe you screwed up and did something you wish you never did, but it happened.
Well, then you got to also think, like, what if this kid doesn't even look like the dad? Or what if my Sancho was a different race? Like, what if he was black and your kid comes out half black? What are you going to do?
Okay. Now you're really pushing it. Okay.
Yeah,
I was just thinking, okay, well, yeah, then there's nothing. Well, you're done.
There's
then.
nothing you can do. I mean,
so
the cat's out of the bag.
Push the women out of it then. I'm just, okay, we have to stick with the guys then because the girl has, say it's a white girl and Hispanics with her, and that comes out Hispanic. They're both, the husband's white, she's white. That's something they'll have to deal with, and it's probably going to find out. But just say it comes out where, hey, it looks like us, and nobody sees the difference.
I mean, I know there's a lot of people that have done that.
I mean, how do you think that burden feels? How would you feel?
I wouldn't be able to do it.
What if you got pregnant by somebody else? Would you tell your guy? Say your life was perfect. Finally, you were looking for it's taken forever, something you never thought that would happen. And you find that one person that, hey, this is it. This is in your life. Just say one night you just screwed up and maybe you're just, I don't even know how I would say, but shit happens, and it just happened. And then you would, of course the right thing would be to tell your husband, right? But then it's such a perfect life that you've always wanted, and it took years and years to find.
Right.
Do you Do you just let it out and say you let it all go for that, or do you just if the guy that you slept with is cool with saying, "Hey, I won't say nothing. I promise I won't ever say nothing."
Yeah. Well, just me being me.
Yes.
If my life was so perfect, I wouldn't have cheated.
Well, just say, everybody's human. Everybody's human.
For the sake of the show, I mean, I don't know if I would.
Well, what if you drank till you peed your pants? You peed your pants while you're drinking, and you had a little fling. You pissed your pants.
I became pregnant because I was drunk. And
okay.
I probably would tell him. I don't know if I would be able to live with that secret. I don't.
It's a burden. It's a heavy burden, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of stress. I mean, and I'd probably have a heart attack if I didn't tell him because of all the stress, So I probably would tell him, but me being me, I probably would have told him the same night I slept with them, just being me. But
honestly,
only because I'm not a cheater. I don't.
Then never said you were a cheater.
I'm just saying it's hard for me to it's hard for me to do hypothetically because I just, I can't. That's just
wow. Look at perfect
but
Alyssa
hypothetically, I know I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect, but anyway.
I'm just
okay,
well,
just
hypothetically,
hypothetically, I don't know how somebody can live with that secret. I mean, that's a big secret.
Well, that's why we're talking about
it. I mean, because we've talked about it before. We've talked about remember the dads finding out years later about having a kid and not knowing they had a kid. It's the same thing. That's a heavy, heavy load to carry.
Yeah, but I think that's a little different. That's a little different. When you find out years later that you have it versus knowing
and keeping it a secret.
You're saying, "Oh my God, I can't tell them. I can't because I don't want to lose." Even though if it was such a good life, you shouldn't have been doing this. I get all that, but you could say I could like to say everybody's human. They make mistakes, and they say, "Well, that's what you get." Well, that's what you get, but it still hurts, and it's still you're going to damage somebody else's life too. Not only your own, but somebody else is involved. You're really going to hurt somebody over it. All those things are going to come into play. And you're like, the right thing is to say and tell the truth. But not only am I going to screw my life up, but I'm going to hurt the person that didn't do anything wrong. And am I ready? Am I ready to crush his or her life? Am I ready to do that? Or this person over here said they would never say anything. They wouldn't want, they like you so much, they wouldn't even dare do that. They don't want to crush your life. Say, hey, we fucked up. Just, I know what's only between us. We can't change it, but don't want to wreck each other's life either, and I think people do that. And, but like you said, the burden is so heavy. I can only imagine that, you'd maybe you'd die young, maybe from all the worrying. If you did keep that a secret. But I'm thinking too, if you did tell the truth, then you got to deal with families and everybody knowing what you did. And then that's another burden you got to live with. It's almost like, well, now you got to move away and you start fresh with nobody, I think that would be something you would feel like, oh my God, their family knows. We say you all live in the same neighborhoods and cities or whatever. You run into each other at the market. It's just like, could you just imagine you'd have to leave the town or something and go start over somewhere else probably.
Yeah. And then keeping the secret, like you said, if they lived in the same town, what if you and your wife are going to the grocery store and there's the girlfriend and the kid and they, you're like, oh geez, do you ignore them? Do you, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would think you would probably talk about it and go, hey, if we ever see each other, we can't.
We don't know each other.
Know each other, that's because if you do that, might as well tell. I mean, you know what? You're right. That's right. Yeah, if the kid is already saying, hey, there's dad, be still little.
Right. When they're little, they run up, daddy, because they've seen the kid every Friday or whatever the arrangements were.
Well, I guess you
secret
just have to
arrangement.
tell her, keep the kid, get a babysitter when you go shopping or something, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, or move to another town. I don't know.
Oh my God, man, this is heavy. I feel like I'm in a trap or something. I feel bad now.
Yeah.
And I haven't even done anything yet.
Are you
Yet?
sure?
No,
Oh,
I'm just
yet?
I'm trying to feel that. I'm trying to feel how it would feel like
Yeah.
that burden, but I don't think I don't want to feel it, but I could imagine like you know how one lie turns into another and another and another and another.
Mm-hmm.
It's just out of control. It's just
Why I don't lie. I can't even remember the truth.
we gotta get a sticker with Alyssa on it that says innocent Alyssa. She's truthful.
innocent.
She doesn't cheat. She doesn't lie, but she could put her thigh back over her
honest.
head. I know. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm just honest. I just don't. I mean, I don't see any
Okay,
benefit to lying.
What if you just started
Why?
dating? What if you just started dating somebody, and you got pregnant from somebody else? Would you feel better just telling them, "Hey, we're just dating, and I slept with somebody else, and I kind of got pregnant."
I got pregnant. Mm-hmm.
That would be easier to tell
With
somebody,
that
though, right?
situation, you'd be like, "Oh, which one? Who's the father?" You know.
Oh my gosh. How would you feel telling like your friends and going, yeah, I'm pregnant, but I don't know who the father is?
Yeah.
Are you okay with talking to your friends like that, or would you feel like no, that's?
Oh yeah, I would
okay?
totally. Yeah, if that was something that I did, I would totally tell them. Yeah, I don't know who the dad is.
Damn.
You know, I wasn't in a committed relationship. You know, my dumb ass was unprotected, and this is what happened. That's why you use protection.
That's right. That's right. That's why we used to carry those condoms in our wallets in high school that we never got to use.
Got dried out and crusty.
That's right. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, if anybody's ever has to live with that, then I feel for you. But I like to. I'm on the underdog side, knowing, hey, you know what? We're all human, and we all make mistakes, no matter how big they are.
Yeah.
And I feel for you because I'm sure
and if you're lucky enough, maybe your wife will forgive you, and you just take that. You take that child. As a stepchild. I mean, you never know. You don't know on like how the relationship is, or how long have you been in this relationship? How old is the kid? Did it happen a long time ago? Was it a one-time thing? Did you continuously see her? Did you, there's a lot of stuff to consider, and you can always, there's all, people aren't perfect.
No.
And you always can forgive somebody.
For the
most part,
But it's pretty tough, though. I mean, say you're married, say you've been married for 10, 15 years, and then your husband, just say they went out, there was just a party or whatever. So this shit happened, and it happened. And he feels like, well, I got to tell her. He comes home and says, hey, this is what happened. And you just think, okay, he cheated. That's bad enough. And then he tells you she's pregnant. I mean, that's up to you. Like you said, well, I guess if you love him enough, you'll say, well, okay, well, we'll work it out. But I don't see any. We'll figure it out. But
yeah, it happened. Yeah, it happened. It is what it is. There's really nothing you can do to change it. You can either move forward together, or you just move separate. And
what would you do?
Depends on. I would probably move forward together. With
the other kid,
with my husband, and then figure out what to do with it. It's more like he's the one that's going to be like embarrassed and shamed, and because he cheated and he has to live with that. But I don't know.
You wouldn't feel like people would be like, why are you
yeah, why are you stupid? Why
are you doing that?
We have a life together. We've been together for 10 years, and
I hear
for 10 years, there's got to be something there,
ya.
and just for one night stand, and this happened, it's, it is what it is, but I
Look at
don't know.
Alyssa over there. Yeah, this just got very
Every
attractive.
situation
Look
is
at that
different.
shit. Yeah, that shit. That's marriage material right there. Talking. That's
Wife
the
material.
sensitive side of you, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? I am very forgiving. I don't know why, but I am.
Wow,
For
look
the
at
most
this,
part.
Alberto.
But then again, too, I can cut someone off like no other. Like, you're gone, and I'll never talk to you again.
And then you put your leg up real high like that and say, "See ya," just so they know.
Send them a picture.
See ya. Wouldn't want to
Look
be.
what I could do. Like, what's his name? Stewie? Is that his name? What's the guy? What's his name?
From the community.
SNL?
Oh.
What's his name? Is it Stewie? Look what I could do. Look what I could do.
Stewie.
Oh God, what's his name? I
Isn't
can't even
that,
think of the actor's name.
who's
He's
Stewie?
on, I
I've
think,
heard of that name.
SNL. Stewie
Is
is.
this-
I know there's the Family Guy, but then there's also
Oh yeah,
the
Family Guy.
male.
That's what I'm thinking of.
There's the male actor. God, I can't remember what his name is. And I think I want to say it's SNL, and he plays a little kid and the mom, and he always tells his mom, "Look what I could do," and he jumps up. Look what I could do, Stuart. Thank you, Denisha.
Oh, Stuart. Okay, I got a
Stuart,
text.
yeah.
I got a text message from Richard saying we're getting too serious. Do you think we're getting too serious? Are we? I mean, Richard is nothing, so don't. We can do whatever we want.
From
Richard,
Mad
shut up.
TV.
You know what? Richard pays the bills. We'll talk whatever.
Yeah,
you
Right.
want.
Richard, you pay the bills. We'll
We'll talk
calm it
about
down.
whatever you want, Richard.
Yeah.
Hey, $5 on Patreon. Maybe we'll start listening.
See, it's because Alyssa was getting really, she was really coming from the heart right there. I was like, man, I'm gonna go hug her for a second. Gee whiz, that was a very emotional
was deep.
speech. Wow, yeah,
It was deep.
man, that was deep, Alyssa. I think I look at you in a different light now. I'm start calling
That's
Alyssa
what she
the most beautiful, the most beautiful. That was
most
beautiful. Wow, that
Inside
was
and out.
that was great. Good job, Alyssa.
Oh,
That's
thank
why
you.
you're here to pretty this show up a little bit. I mean,
to be
I can't-
serious every once in a while.
I can't be the only pretty one. We had to get somebody prettier. See how I do it, Alberto? See? Let me see. So Richard, he's the one that said I'm going to get me a case of religious candles. All righty there.
All right, there you go.
So I guess Denisha is watching, huh? Denisha, I got your pictures. Thank you. I don't know if you heard that earlier, but thank you for your photos. She says her first modeling. I'm going to put her on the wall with our guest. Our first guest we're putting on that's not actually, well, she's been on the show, huh? We didn't interview her, but she came on to visit, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to hang her up soon.
Wasn't she the one that came on with her friend?
Yeah.
They were outside? Yeah.
Yeah. That's her. Let me see here.
Her husband's in a band.
Yes, we need to get them on to play some songs for us live, and that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know how we've talked about this before. When people think like if we talk about sex on the show, or anybody, how people like get turned off by it, or that's too. Nah, we don't want no part of that kind of stuff. And it's funny. A lot of people say that, but like, you know how they say sex sells? It's like biggest thing probably there is, right? And I think this is my opinion, and then I'll ask your guys's, is because people like it. Who doesn't like sex or talking about it? Or of course, doing it is really great, but talking about it, doing it, hearing other people's what they like, and you know. How do I put this? Where when I hear somebody else talking about it, I feel like, okay, well, I like to hear it because I think those things too, but I don't just come out and start talking to people. Hey, you know, this, that, and that. But on the show I can, because I think it's interesting and other people want to hear about it. But why? If sex sells and it's such a big thing, why are a lot of people just so almost like they're ashamed ashamed of it to
I
have
think-
people
I
know
think-
about it.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of people think like sex is something you do behind closed doors. It's not really
Yeah.
something that you talk about. But I think now more than how it was before. I mean, look at like Lucy. I Love Lucy, the I Love Lucy show. Their beds, they had 2 twin beds. They never really slept together until she was pregnant on the show. They never they never pushed those beds together. Even like Leave It to Beaver, all those shows, they never showed anything that had to do with sex back then. Now it's more open. You know, people are more open to it.
Yes, you're right, but still, like it, when you're talking about it, or if there's a show, not even our show, but there's other shows like that. Oh, I don't watch that or listen to that because that's
Right.
perverted, or it's like, what's perverted about it? I'm sure you talk worse than that when you're with your buddies or your friends or your girlfriends or
Right.
your dude friends. I mean, it's like, okay, especially today in this day and age where it is more open and stuff like that. And there is a lot more people that are cool with it and, you know, whatever, they don't give a shit. Right. But there's still people that, no, I don't like, that's disgusting. Or it's like, you know, yeah,
Right.
you do that.
With
I'm not
private
saying
stuff.
yeah, you could talk. What's wrong with talking about it? I'm not saying you have to go on the top of your car and get boned in public or,
Right.
you know, something like that.
Right.
It's just, I know
And
what you're
people-
saying about behind closed doors. I get that. And yeah, that's,
Yeah.
being naked was that. That's personal. You don't want to, unless you do that for like porn or whatever. That's a whole different
Right.
subject. But I'm just talking about when people talk about it and stuff. I'm not saying, hey, you gotta get naked for people or something like that. You know, something that's more
Right. To just talk about it. We're just talking about it. It's not like we're doing it.
Yeah, it's just talk.
Yeah.
It's just talk.
Right. And
Yeah.
and I think it's just a natural human emotion maybe, that you're curious about, you know, human sexuality and not just about the intercourse aspect of it, everything. I mean, you know, like I personally I'm fascinated with it, and I like to know everything, the science behind it, the anatomy of both the male and the female bodies. You know, what is this for? Why? What is the function of this? What is that? Why? You know, how does this work? What does this do? You know, stuff like that. That it's just because it's fascinating to me. I like all that stuff. But and I'm very open about it. But for some people, they're not. Like, some people just think it's gross. Ew. You know, why are you talking about, you know, ejaculation, or why you know, this and that, or, you know, wet dreams, or why are you talking about that? You know, because I want to know, why does it happen?
Exactly.
You know,
It
what
happens.
causes
It
it?
happens. Yeah.
Right.
It happens, you know.
Right.
It's not
There's
like
a reason. Yeah.
yeah,
and-
exactly.
And
This
most
is-
people will listen. A lot of people will listen, but nobody really will talk about it. They secretly listen. It's kind of like they secretly listen to our show.
Exactly. I always call
You
them
know?
closet listeners. We've been saying that for
Yeah,
a long time.
Yeah.
And because they
there's-
like it
there's-
and they'll listen privately. And
Yeah.
that's why we do the show, because I know people listen like that privately and they like it. And then some people will come and be a part of it because it's like, hey, there's no big deal, you know?
Right.
It's no big deal to them. And I think that's cool. It's no big deal to me. Like I said, if I talk to somebody off the show or something and they bring up a subject like that, then I'm all for it. I'll start, oh yeah, we'll start
Right.
rapping about it or whatever, but I won't bring it up because I'm not really sure if the person is,
Right.
oh, hey, what are you
Open to
talking
it.
about? Yeah. Like I'm some
Ooh,
weirdo.
pervert. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's too bad
Yeah.
it's like that, because it should be more open. As long as you're not being sexually, what do you call it, harassing, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
if you're just talking about it, it's like, hey, this, and then
Yeah.
uh,
It's just a regular conversation, and you don't make it more than it is, you know, like, oh my God, I can't believe we're talking about this. You know, it's just a conversation. I mean,
I know.
you know,
I get it.
yeah.
Well, there was a topic we were going to talk about how girls, they don't like guys cum in their mouth, but they'll suck
Mhm.
dick like a champ, and it don't make sense. It
Suck
just
a
doesn't make
watermelon
sense.
through a straw.
Yeah, they go to town, but if you accidentally, they say the guy accidentally shoots a load in their mouth without telling her, just because she, it's like, come
They
on,
get
just
all
at least
mad.
taste, yeah. But they don't understand that when they're doing it, they're sucking on a penis that pees, does all this stuff. It just doesn't make sense to me. But
Yeah, it's
to each his own.
to me. Yeah, well, and then you think about like, okay, you don't do that, but yet you want a guy to go down on you, and there's no way for him to not taste it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be like a guy saying, "Oh no, I don't want to go down there. Hell no."
Right. Yeah.
Like what? Well, I
Right.
mean, most guys like that, and it's like it's part of. I think we were built for each other to have that their moments together where, hey, if you like that person enough and they turn you on enough, you do those things, right? It's just
Right.
it's in the nature of how we were made that you do that.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with it, I mean, you're not going to do that to somebody you don't like, right? Or you're not
No.
attracted to. You're not going to go between their legs and do your thing because it's just not. She's not my thing, She's not my type or whatever. But if it's your type, like if there's a girl that just loves this dude, you know how girls can get all lovey-dovey, right? They'll do this, but then they won't do that. And I'm not talking about the butt thing. That's a whole different thing. But just like the cum in the mouth or something that's like a guy,
Very
girl,
intimate.
a girl comes too, and a guy,
Right.
How would you feel if your lover or whatever was down and you started doing that? And he's like, I mean, wouldn't you be like, wouldn't
Why are you
you
down
feel
there
like,
then?
yeah, get out?
That's what I would be.
Yeah, it's like,
why are you down there if you're ooh.
yeah, those guys feel the same way. It's like, well, what do you?
Yeah.
Why you? I mean, we like you down there
Why
anyway. We don't give a fuck, but well, you don't have to do that. Just, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me, and that's a whole different show. Maybe next week we'll talk more about that. So if you're listening and want to tune in next week for that, maybe you can tune in and give us some comments of if you're a girl, why you don't do that, even though you'll suck on something that's peeing and
Sometimes
and all
not
that.
even showered and clean.
Not showered, and it's things you do with the people you're with because you really like them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you do those things to people. But to cut it off with that, I think even that is something it's not even really dirty, right? It's supposedly it's really clean and so clean it makes babies, right? But I'm just saying it's if anything you're gonna be afraid of, that's probably one thing you shouldn't be. Like you say,
right.
Some people don't. You might hook up and say you just get off work and oh man, we're ready. Let's go get it on before you shower. And you've been up on your feet all day, a little sweaty and stuff, but you still tear it up, right? It's just because you guys love each other or whatever and into each other.
Yeah.
That's what humans do that are together like that are into each other. And to see that, like you said, you would say, what are you doing down there? Get the hell out of there then. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear that. That's your body. That's your something that you do. You're feeling good at that time. And then they do that to make it's like it's a turnoff.
Yeah.
If you don't want that, don't be there because that's what happens. That's what happens down there.
Exactly. Well, don't start if you're not going to finish.
There you go. And we'll leave it at that. And next week, if you guys tune in, you can leave us some comments on what you feel about that, and we'll continue it. That's something I wanted to talk about, but we got into Jesus candles and stuff, and I didn't really want to bring it up too much. So
then you should have let me choose.
That's probably best because we'll save it for next week. Give some people something to think about to tune in next week, and spread the word about the M25 show. Tell them to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We stream on there too, and all of the live streams are posted on there. I think it takes like about 10 hours to post on YouTube after the show's over, but it's there forever. So and then Facebook, it's there too, unless we play music that's not ours, and then they mute it. But go to our website at the m25show.com, and you can find out all the information. Our podcast, we're not doing that right now, right, Alberto?
No.
So if you're a iTunes podcast listener of ours, we are not really doing that right now because of the pandemic. we're just doing the live streams. So I know if you don't watch the live streams, you don't know what I'm saying. You're only a podcast listener. So. But some people who listen to the podcast, I always say, hey, if you want to see us live, to come to Facebook, this Steve, Eddie, Alyssa, Alberto Facebook page. You can see our live streams, or on the Adventures of the M25 Show YouTube channel. So I hope people have heard it enough where they go, oh, where's the podcast? Hey, let's go check out those. Right. Let's go back to the old shows and hear what link they said to go to. And then hopefully they can do that and kind of see, oh, this is why we're not on iTunes right now, because it's a lot of work to get. Alberto has to, I don't know, he explained how he had to do it. He has to listen to the whole show and then cut pieces and all that. It's a lot of work. So
he really doesn't want to hear us again.
Yeah, probably not.
The live
I
version.
don't want to hear you the first time. Well, Steve the first time.
Right.
Yeah, like I didn't want to hear about the Jesus candles, but I had to hear it. I had to hear I was going to go to hell. Yeah. I'm not going to hell. I don't know about you, but
next time say no problem. I ordered it and that's it.
Okay, boss. I got it. I get right on it, boss. Listen, if you were there, you would know the real story.
Don't ask questions.
Oh my goodness gracious. And listen, I just got to tell you, you look nice today, as always. And it's been a fun show. And next week, we'll figure out what we're gonna do. We'll see what we'll do. I know you got some things going on, so
yeah,
I'll talk to Alberto. Maybe we could do it another day, and I'll check with you. If it just doesn't work, then hey, it just doesn't work, and we'll figure something out. Does that sound cool?
Sounds good. Yeah.
And I don't know. Keep hiking. Everybody be good. Wear your mask. Don't cough on nobody. If you want to go down on your chick, please stay down there till she's done. Don't make faces, please. That's all I asked for this weekend for all you fellas. Just please do me a favor and do the job right. Don't do it half and then make faces and gag. That's not right.
Same with the girls. Same with the girls.
Same with the girls. Yeah, it makes me sad.
You're gonna start.
Yeah, I mean, come on, make the guy feel good. So make him happy that you're into everything in him, about him, and same with the guys to the girls and all that. Just be good to each other and don't have any love childs with nobody, because that'll fuck your life up pretty big time. Then you won't be getting finished off. So for sure.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to see if I can get us out of here on the right song and everything without fucking up. I'm going to try to push. I got to fix all this. We're going to have a new intro next week. I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to our original intro song. I don't know if you remember I don't know how long you've been listening, Alyssa, but
the Wet Pussies. Is that what they were called?
The whining pussies. No, not the wet pussy. The whining pussies. You just can't stop, can you? Oh, look at she froze. Look at she says wet pussies and she freezes. I gotta take a screenshot of this.
Hurry up.
Okay, here before she comes back on, huh? Oh Jesus.
We can't even hear her. I think she's out.
The wet pussies. Oh man, my phone's in there. Oh, there she goes.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you said the wet pussies and you froze with a big smile on your face. I took a picture of that. I took a screenshot. Alyssa says, "Oh yeah, that band, the Wet Pussies." And then she froze. I was like, "Oh
Isn't that
Lord!"
What they're called?
Oh, look it! There he goes again, Alberto. Oh, she had her mouth open and everything. No, we had an intro song before that, with no singing in it. That was a good one. Good job. All right, let's get out of here. I'm gonna try to get.
I forget what the band is called. There was a band that you guys used to play all the time.
The Whining Pussies.
That's it.
The whining, not the wet pussies. The whining pussies.
I got confused with the WAP.
Okay. That's what. Wet,
look at my internet is messing up.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here before Alyssa starts talking about more pussies. So we're gonna get out of here. Yes, let her blame the internet, guys. Okay, we'll see everybody next week, and I'm gonna try to get us out of here with the right song. Everybody, take care. See you, Alyssa. See you, Alberto. Let's see here how we do this. I think this is it right here.
With the long hair rockers. Oh. the memories. Classic cars, big tits and bars, drinking all night like rock and roll stars. When I play that song, don't it take you back?